If you wanted a wreckfest at the end of a race, Martinsville delivered. It seems to be a track that always delivers when it comes to that. Sammy Smith decided to just deep six it into the rear end of Taylor Gray, spinning him out, causing a massive, massive wreck. And Austin Hill somehow managed to weave his way through all of the chaos and mayhem and come out with the win. And interestingly enough, he probably might, I think he has the most second place finishes now in Xfinity career. Finished in seconds, Sheldon Creed. So this is how it kind of started right here. Unfortunately, we don't actually see what Taylor Gray did to get to the inside of Sammy Smith on this overtime restart, but here is how it started. Sammy Smith in the white and red number 8 in the lead. Taylor Gray in that black and yellow car right behind him. So we don't see what happened, but here, obviously, coming out of turn 2, Gray seemingly did kind of move him up the track, came to the inside of him, but that's not a big deal. That is literally what Sammy Smith had done on the previous restart and how he got into the lead in the first place. But this is how it would end right here. Let's take a look at this GIF. So we'll have to get it back to the start right here. Obviously, there's Austin Hill coming to the checker flag and winning. You can see everyone wrecking right there. And as the GIF restarts here it is. He just dive bombs him. Clearly just no intention of actually racing him. Completely just wrecks him, sends him spinning. And then everyone else there is wrecking at the finish because of what Sammy Smith had done there. I mean, there's just absolutely no respect at all from Sammy Smith, and just completely cleaned him out. No intention of racing. I think he should be suspended, at least a race. I think NASCAR should send a message that this type of behavior is completely inappropriate and should be penalized. I almost feel like suspension for a single race is almost too lenient of a punishment. Maybe some points penalty as well as a fine too. So it just unacceptable racing there, I think, from Sammy Smith. This is what Taylor Gray had to say following the race. Let's take a listen here.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, right? I feel like we had the best car all day. I can't thank everyone for Joki's Racing enough. I feel like we brought a really fast Operation 30 Supra, as fast as Xfinity Mobile. Just, it's unfortunate, man. It's the same story I've lived here for 2 years, 2 Martinsvilles in a row. So, it sucks, but it is what it is. Long year.
Is this something that ends here or something that you remember in races to come?
No, I mean, I don't know. It just depends.
So that is what Taylor Gray had to say. However, he would actually confront Sammy Smith outside the Infield Care Center at Martinsville. Can see some of this confrontation right here. I'm just going to mute it because you can't really make out what they're saying anyways. But you can see Taylor Gray in that white and yellow. Sammy Smith is behind this guy in the gray here in that in the red fire suit there. You can see Taylor Gray obviously confronting him, wagging his finger at him, clearly angry, clearly frustrated, and has every right to be frustrated with him. Got some hand gestures there. So it looks like they're walking away. And he's turns back around. So obviously, likely some more harsh words here. It got a little bit, I'm not sure if this was before or after, because it looks like this happened afterwards, and Taylor Gray is now trying to actually like physically confront him, kind of moving some officials out of the way. You can see officials, this guy in the gray, trying to keep him separated. And then it looked like Sammy Smith there was they wanted to dance, but clearly not letting them dance. And I also think that's a little bit unfortunate. I've talked about this in the past. I think they should allow some of these guys to do this, very similar to hockey. Let them drop the gloves and go at it. Don't really let anyone else get involved and have that kind of be like a hockey fight, right? And then obviously you can still penalize people for a hockey fight because that's what happens in a hockey fight. And there's various different penalties you can give. Obviously, the most common is both sides get a 5-minute major, etc. But obviously, you can get game misconducts and things like that too. And then there could be obviously other penalties afterwards. But that is what has happened after the race. I think Sammy Smith clearly had no intention of actually trying to race Taylor Gray there. Just cleaned him out, spun him out. spun him out in front of the entire field who's coming to the checkered flag, creating a very dangerous situation there. And I think he should suffer consequences to this. I find it hard. I mean, obviously the speeds aren't as great at Martinsville, but if you're going to penalize people for right hooks and things like that send them hard into the wall, I feel like this too is at that level of that. Now, obviously speeds are a little bit different, but I mean, clearly just cleans him out. No intention of racing. Motive is very clear there. I'm actually glad he didn't win the race, and Austin Hill kind of sent Allgaier a little bit up into Sammy Smith, and then Smith obviously ends up wrecking, and everyone else ends up wrecking behind him. But I definitely feel like NASCAR should at least suspend for a single race. I think there should be a points penalty, and I also think that there should be a fee too. $50,000 or more, I think, would be appropriate. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys make of this. What do you think? Do you think there should be a penalty for Sammy Smith for this action? And if you do, what do you think the penalty should be? Let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below.